Why do I believe that having a hobby and experimenting with hobbies leads to enabling and empowering ourselves to be able to do what we love to do? I have discovered that the people with hobbies actually learn to be passionate. There's a lot of us on the planet that have never learned what it feels like to be really passionate about something. But let me give you some distinctions on what I believe a hobby is. Some people might think, and I used to think, following a football game or following a hockey game or following a softball game and being interested in those sports and feeling passionate about it was my hobby when I was younger. Now I've discovered that by using my hands and being creative and using my imagination and being able to get out into nature are all components that I believe make up a good hobby. And that creativity and the imagination and being out in nature, things like from dance to photography to even maybe even stamp collecting, genealogy, a way for you to be able to really engage in research, learning, putting together pieces and creating something that's yours is a hobby. For example, one of my uncles, he had a great hobby all his life for playing with trains. And so his interest was learning what sort of trains came from where in different parts of the world. And he actually ended up in his 90s and he loved to play with his trains. And it taught him so many different things about how digitally he could get his trains moving on his train ride. So my point is being able to create a project from your imagination that, as I say, you're doing research, you're learning, and you're able to put the pieces together, that is creating something that is yours, that you learn to be passionate about. So experiment as to what is it that you might like to do as a hobby to teach us as humans what it's like to be passionate.